This was a very unexpected story, but I absolutely had to cover it regarding the author slash creator of Spy Family. Before we get started, if you would hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified, we drop new episodes of FORNEVERNEWS every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and throughout the week we re-upload those segments for your viewing pleasure. Hit them buttons. Let's jump into the stories. Now, y'all know, in case you don't, that Spy Family is absolutely humongous. It is one of the highest selling manga. I believe it's going to be in the top 10 selling manga of 2022. Like, it just sells astronomically. It does very, very well for itself. So to kind of see that this happened, a lot of people are upset. Because basically, an article came out from an interview of the author, again, Tatsuya Endo, and pretty much in that article, a lot of people took it as he says that he's basically drawing this series, but doesn't really want to. He wanted to draw something else and is only doing it because, hey, it worked. And a lot of people took that the wrong way. Some people are saying that that's not necessarily what he was trying to say, but basically, for starters, the first thing that I saw personally was Tatsuya Endo admits he feels no attachment to Anya or the Forger family because they were never what he wanted to draw, but what the world wanted to see. And again, a lot of people took that as like, excuse the hell out of me. You got me all emotionally invested and loving this series, and you don't even care for it. You got no emotional attachment to any of these characters. So a lot of people were very upset. However, in the interview, it seemed a little bit like the tone of that headline in particular was a little off, because in the interview we're going to read right here, it seems more like he wasn't necessarily saying that like he doesn't really care. Let's read so we could get full context. According to an interview published in the fan book, when the author of Blue Exorcist, Kazuyo Kato, complimented Endo for the character design of Lloyd Forger, Spy Family creator sarcastically, that is very important, sarcastically replied, "I gave up on what I originally wanted to draw and drew what the world wanted to see, not myself, so I have no attachment to the characters." And I'll be honest with you, despite the fact that he said that sarcastically, off rip, when somebody tells me something like that, even if it's sarcastic, there is a seedling of truth somewhere in there. You could argue, oh, no, because why else would that be the first reply that comes out of you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it does seem like there's potential. Maybe he's just frustrated with the series at this particular point, and that's the first thing that there's some type of distaste in Tatsuya Endo's mouth, whether it be for the entirety of just writing and drawing manga in general, or maybe that's just true feelings and he said it in a sarcastic way. Who knows? But Tatsuya Endo further revealed that he was told by his editor that cool and cute characters like Lloyd and Anya are important for manga popularity. Although he didn't listen much to them and continued to create works like Ishi ni Usebeni and Tetsu ni Hoshi, which ultimately did not turn out to be as successful as Spy Family in the industry. So again, that previous comment might have been a little bit true. Like, he tried to do the things that he wanted to do, Ishi ni Usebeni and Tetsu ni Hoshi, and it didn't work out. And then he was like, alright, that it has told me to draw some cutesy shit. Here's some cutesy stuff. In the fan book, Endo Sensei also stated that he started working on this action comedy manga just to break out of an artist's block, and he considers the Spy Family series as rehabilitation work for him. He added, "Spy Family is a rehabilitation work for me to revive as a mangaka when I fell into a slump." They also mentioned that he doesn't really like spies. I don't know. It does sound like it's maybe therapeutic for him, and shout outs to him for, using this beautiful medium and his talents as well as kind of like rehabilitation for himself or whatnot. That's really dope, but that doesn't necessarily clear away. Like, he doesn't like spies. He sarcastically said that, hey, I didn't really want to draw this, but I didn't work out with my other shit, so here we are. So I feel like maybe there's a slither of truth somewhere in there, but I'm sure at the end of the day, if you're drawing this stuff day in and day out, there is no way possible you can't have any love for all of this stuff. I can tell you right now, as somebody that has been working on multiple different books and whatnot, you get, especially if you're really crafting and especially if you're at these type of levels, like I could only imagine, Spy Family working day in, day out to create these chapters, there's no way possible you can't fall in love with this world you've created, with these characters you've created. You just start to get some sort of attachment. You start to a point fanboying over your own stuff. Again, maybe he's a little bit frustrated. Maybe he is unhappy that his other stuff didn't work out, because maybe he might be a shonen battle action fan or something like that. Maybe, again, this isn't necessarily what he wanted to draw, but the fact that he's using it as like a rehabilitation for himself, ultimately, I do feel like Tatsuya Endo does, like, it's just no way around it, love this series. It's just probably initially this isn't what he wanted to do, but it worked out, and he's creating and he's making something that people love around the world. So even if he necessarily isn't the biggest fan of this type of storytelling or whatnot. Regardless, he's making it for the fans, and I don't see nothing wrong with if he doesn't really care per se about this type of storytelling. If he's making it, if he's doing it to the best of his abilities, who cares? Like, I don't understand why people are getting super angry saying this ruined Spy Family for you. Why? Like, are you mentally attached to Tatsuya Endo and suddenly, oh no, Tatsuya Endo didn't want to make this, so now I don't like it? Like, what bearing does that have on you if that's his personal feelings? As long as he's writing it to the best of his abilities, I don't see a problem. So that's just my take on it. But again, it was also sarcastic, so you got to keep that in mind. But nevertheless, I don't know, I felt like Tatsuya Endo is probably just maybe frustrated, and at the end of the day, maybe this isn't his cup of tea, but he's making it. Never thought in a million years I would hear this one. In case you ain't hear about these games, the Yakuza titles, they're pretty much freaking humongous. This game Yakuza, I have friends that absolutely love it. Well, apparently Yakuza was inspired by none other than One Piece. Yakuza, Like a Dragon producer, was really inspired by One Piece. He added, this is definitely not official, but in my own heart, Like a Dragon was basically my ideal version of what would be Yakuza One Piece. That's how I got the inspiration to make it. The influence even bled into Like a Dragon's promotional material. If I recall correctly, even the catch copy for Like a Dragon was something like life is an adventure, with the keyword being adventure. Yokoyama added, you can definitely feel the One Piece inspiration coming through there. It makes sense in retrospect, as Like a Dragon was a lighter take on the Yakuza series that featured a protagonist who could switch between being a badass and goofball, much like Luffy from One Piece. Speaking to Crunchyroll, Yokoyama said the long-running manga and anime series was on his mind during the entire writing process, resulting in Like a Dragon being essentially Yakuza One Piece in his mind. I've never really talked about this before, so I'm not sure if I should just go for it, but Like a Dragon, I was really inspired by One Piece. To me, Ichiban is basically Luffy, and around him there's Zoro and Nami, and basically the rest of the party. One Piece's party composition was on my mind so much during writing that it was a massive influence. And again, I played a little bit of Yakuza back in the day. I know it's an incredible game. I got friends that freaking love Yakuza, and that's very interesting to note that Yakuza Like a Dragon was inspired by One Piece. Who would have thunk it? This is very big news. Apparently, the creator of Attack on Titan, Hajime Isayama, will be making his, I want to say it's his first appearance. I don't know if it's in the United States or in general, but he will be making his first physical appearance over here in the West. Again, I'm not sure if he's done like any conventions over there in Japan. I'd imagine he probably had to, but we're going to read here in a second that, yeah, Isayama's coming overseas, which it's about time, dog. It's about time you come over here, because everybody, well, not everybody, after that ending, a lot of people are a little bit like, ugh! A lot of people love Hajime Isayama, and even so, even if you don't like the ending of Attack on Titan, so what? At the end of the day, the man brought you content upon content. For me personally, I had caught up with the manga, I want to say somewhere towards the end of like season 1 of the anime, and that was years upon years of chunky, 40-page plus chapters of absolute greatness, suspense, horror, all of that good stuff. So I'm forever going to be in debt to the greatness that Hajime Isayama brought forth with this legendary series Attack on Titan. But according to this, it says on October 19th, it was announced that Japanese manga creator megastar Hajime Isayama will meet fans and media for the first time in North America this November at the upcoming Anime NYC Festival. Isayama's Attack on Titan is one of the most popular manga series of all time and has created a $500 million, oh my god, media empire spanning manga, anime, live action movies, stage plays, video games, and merchandise, running November 18th through the 20th in 2022 in New York Javits Center. Anime NYC brings over 50,000 passionate fans together with leading creators and companies from the heart of the Japanese entertainment world. Celebrating its 5th anniversary this year, in addition to Isayama, Anime NYC will play host to Japanese guests of honor including Shuko Murase, the director of Gundam Hathaway, Setsuo Ito, the voice actor for Mob Psycho 100, the Japanese one, and Yoko Shimomura, the composer for Final Fantasy, XP, which is XP, oh, I'm terrible with Roman numerals. Beyond Kodansha, major Japanese entertainment companies include Aniplex, Bandai, Crunchyroll, G-Kids, HiDive, Viz Media, and Yen Press. They'll all be showcasing their stuff. This is it. Hajime Isayama in his first US appearance, and it's going to be at Anime NYC, said Alvin Liu, president and CEO of Kodansha USA Publishing. And yeah, there's just more. After more than 10 years of publishing Attack on Titan, we're very excited to help host Isayama Sensei and see him meet the fans that I've loved and supported his amazing pop culture phenomenon throughout the years. This will be an Anime NYC to remember. God damn it, you know, in 2014, I want to say it was when Masashi Kishimoto, or it might have been 2015. Yeah, it was 2015, where he went to, was it Anime NYC or at New York Comic Con? But, you know, I never got to meet Masashi Kishimoto. That was a big L for me. And damn, he's going to be at Anime NYC. Like, a part of me is like, oh, what is that again? Hold on. That's November 8th. Oh, god damn. That gives me a little bit of time, about a month away to get, because I would love to meet Hajime Isayama. And I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but homie, you had to have seen one of my reviews back in the day, dog. I was hitting 6 figures damn near every Attack on Titan video, and I was actually on camera like I do. So yeah, I would love to meet Hajime Isayama regardless. And yeah, if you really want to meet the man, this will probably be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. November 18th through the 20th at the Anime NYC at the Javits Center in New York City. God damn it, I want to go!